Imagine running not one, but 6 marathons, and not nearby, but half a world away, in the Moroccan desert. People from all over the world converge to test their courage and have a real adventure. ABC's Clarissa Ward went to see for herself.
The sun is rising over the Sahara Desert. For the next 12 hours, it will beat down on this beautiful and desolate landscape. Temperatures will reach 120 degrees. The air will be still. And then they will arrive.
This isn't Disneyland.
More than 800 people from 32 different countries.
Long way from Manhattan.
Competitors in the toughest foot race in the world. The Marathon des Sables, Marathon of the Sands. It's 1 week with 1 backpack and more than 150 miles of back-breaking terrain. Not exactly a relaxing vacation, yet hundreds of people pay thousands of dollars to participate. Marianne "Bunny" DeMarco is a writer and a member of the Main Squeeze Orchestra.
We're the Western world's only 18-piece all-female accordion orchestra.
A self-described non-athlete, this is Bunny's first Marathon des Sables.
I'm actually taking a camera because I don't expect to be out here again.
Jeff Aricale is a mutual fund manager from Baltimore.
I'm trying to raise money for 3 groups. First is Johns Hopkins Children's Center, who treats 2 of my 4 children that they both have a lung disease.
In total, he hopes to raise $100,000. Before the race, a flurry of packing and repacking. The runners will be entirely self-sufficient for the week except for water.
I can't even hold this with one hand.
Everyone has a secret weapon.
I'm taking 2 shuffles, loaded with some music and a lot of Harry Potter.
71-year-old Noriko brought homemade miso jerky from Japan.
Very salty.
At the start line, the runners are raring to go. The course begins with 8 miles of steep sand dunes, but spirits are high.
All right, thank you. Brilliant. Enjoying it. It's my holiday.
A fierce wind whips the sand into a frenzy, making it difficult to see.
It's in my teeth, it's in my nose, it's in my ears, it's in my hands, it's in between my different fingers. It's in some places we don't need to get into right now.
The dunes begin to take their toll, and the mood quickly changes. A man suffers dehydration and is medevaced out.
I'm just gonna walk these dunes, keep walking them till they're all gone.
Hours later, Bunny gets to the first checkpoint.
That was a cruel joke.
The first order of business, to rearrange her pack.
This, gone, forget it.
Jeff is similarly humbled by day 1.
Most humbling day of my life.
How do you feel?
Horrible. Sick.
How are you doing?
I'm mangled.
I begin to wonder what really motivates people to push themselves like this.
It's not because, wow, my body feels great. You know, that's like saying, God, I can't wait to get another spinal tap.
For Bunny, it's the camaraderie.
There's a certain character that does adventure racing or endurance racing. We have to cross together. Now, honestly, that's what brings people back to do this.
Bravo!
For others, it's the adventure.
And there's brief moments in all the pain or the agony or the loneliness where you just feel like you're truly living, and you get this high that you just can't get anywhere else.
As the days go on, the temperature goes up and up, hitting 120 degrees.
It was amazing on the salt flats. It was just like being in a microwave.
Blisters are the most common problem, turning quickly into open wounds. The race organizers have a team on hand to treat people's feet, aptly called dock trotters.
This foot feels like 1,000 needles just jabbing.
Hygiene is also an issue.
Well, when I past a friend's tent, he told me it looks like I haven't had a shave in a few days. So I'm guessing that I'm pretty dirty.
There are no showers or toilets, but the conditions soon become a source of bonding.
But you come back to the tent and you just cannot help but laugh. It's funnier too because mentally you regress until like you're in second grade, you know. You're like, oh, he farted, no!
It's day 4, the longest day in the race, almost 50 miles, and it begins with a mountain. We decide to accompany the runners on the first stage.
Whew, that's weeks of workouts.
It's a grueling climb, but the view from the top is unbeatable.
It's the hottest time of the day. We've come across this mountain range on my left, and we're just now able to see in the distance checkpoint 1. And that really gives you some perspective when you think that these runners today are going to have to go through another 5 stages like this.
Day stretches into night. A laser beam cuts through the star-filled sky to guide the runners. They have only the light from their headlamps and glow sticks to illuminate their path. For many of the runners, it's a magical moment.
I stop sometimes and turn my headlamp off and just look up, and I've never seen stars like this. Anyone who had any demons coming into this place, they're gone after last night. It was very cathartic. The full range of emotions, high, low, you're elated, you want to cry.
Using my sleeping bag makes my pillow disappear.
Not everyone has an epiphany.
I certainly didn't find myself out there in the desert, like have some great Emerson moment where the world was revealed to me and I finally understood the great questions of life. That didn't happen. Unless the great questions were about like whether I should wear 1 sock or 2, you know.
As the race draws into the final phase, the runners are really feeling the pain. Jay Batchin is the organizer of the American contingency.
But every year, the first few days, you see people extremely anxious, extremely excited, and then it tapers off. I've heard several quotes today, I'm not having fun, I don't want to be here, I want to go home, but you really don't have a choice at this point.
They find ways to stay strong.
Channel your inner suburban mom and just do like you're like, okay, pick up the Volvo from the dealership and drop the kids off at soccer. Let's go!
A final push across sand dunes and salt flats, then the finish line is in sight. A triumphant moment. All but 54 of the runners have made it. A mix of elation and exhaustion.
It was a lot of fun. Now I'm gonna go die.
And thirst.
I really want a Coke.
I'm gonna go buy a Coke.
I don't even drink soda, but this tastes fantastic.
I realize that this race is not about the finish line, it's about the journey.
A lot of people already are talking about, okay, what's your next race? What are you doing next?
And certainly it's been an extraordinary ride.
The most amazing experience of my life, besides having my 4 kids.
I'm Clarissa Ward for Nightline in the heart of the Sahara Desert, Morocco.
That's our report for tonight. I'm Cynthia McFadden for Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and all of us at ABC News. Good night, America.